You're listening to Bionicle Commentary Central, your central location for Bionicle and brick-based discussion.
Today is Wednesday, August the 31st, 2016, last day of August of this year, and you're listening to episode 67 of the Bionicle Commentary Central podcast. I'm Ford, and here with me today is Klenda, who I just learned really likes Atomic Robo, which is a comic that I've been catching up on, and I think that's cool because I've never met anybody who likes it.
It is
Neither
so
have I
awesome to have
before
someone
this
else to
week,
geek
and then
out with about that.
I've never heard of it at all. And all
But
of a
this
sudden
is
you guys
not
are talking
Bionicle
about it
Commentary
constantly.
Central.
No, it is Bionicle Commentary Central. So, I will try my absolute best not to bring up any confusions about Shadow from Beyond Time.
That is
'Cause that was
probably
crazy.
Oh. Yeah.
And Mace agrees, apparently, which he's also here.
I have read every page of that, by the way, so I know everything.
It's confusing, and then the end happens, like, bam. Makes total sense, right?
Yes.
I love how like
It's
every
very
single
high
line
concept.
is quotable.
Yes. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was good. It was cool. Of course, Bossman, aka LQ1998, is here, and he has no idea what we're talking about, and
No.
probably neither do you. I mean, what do you think about that, Bossman?
Odds are.
Oh, sorry, I was adjusting my chair like an unprofessional person. I just noticed that I want to sit back in my chair more upright during the podcast, but I had like the tilting part too loose, so it was kind of hard to do.
No, you need to lie back on your couch and recline as you podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting on a couch, I'm at my desk.
I'm at my desk
know,
too. That
a
doesn't
universe-
stop
Same
me.
thing.
You have a couch at your
no.
desk?
Desks are just wooden couches.
What?
You know, a universal truth is that everybody, at some point in their lives, sits so far back in the chair that they fear for their lives, that they're gonna die, so they just immediately just snap back up.
I've never done that. I've leaned so far back that I fall over backwards, but
That too.
Yep.
That too.
Yep.
however,
Enough geeking out about Atomic Robo and how chairs are a thing. It's time to get to our next top 5!
Yes.
Hurdle!
Which probably will have
Yes.
nowhere near the success of our last top 5, which for
Yay.
some reason got over
Don't
2,000. Wait, was it over 2,000 or over 1,000?
It was over
I think it was over 1,000, which, by the way, thank you, viewer base. You are awesome.
Yes. Watch us more.
It's
What's
very
going-
strange
what's
though.
going
Got
on,
that.
guys?
It was just over 1,000. It was 1,136.
Wow, that's
That's
really
tough.
good.
pretty
Yes.
darn good.
It was our most popular podcast of all time, actually.
Hey guys,
Lists are very popular.
reviews, guys. Yeah, guys.
Yes.
reviews.
Go watch the Gallo reviews.
Yeah.
All 5 of them.
I didn't expect the last couple of weeks haven't been as popular because people generally don't like it when we talk about things.
Really?
Period.
Yep.
What's things
I
do you
didn't
speak
expect.
of?
Last week's I didn't expect because only a very few people are actually gonna listen to a podcast just about us answering emails. That's just the way it goes, but we don't know. Just do it only for the views, anyways.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
do it because we like it.
Anyway,
Yeah,
this week
this
on
is-
top 5s. So this was my idea. I think all the top 5s have actually been my idea, haven't they?
I
think
believe
so.
so. You've always been the one who told us about them.
So this week I wanted to do.
Yes.
I was just going through. Actually, this started with a conversation I was having the other night. A friend of mine, we were going through our just music playlist over a call late at night. Then all of a sudden I came upon Move Along on mine, and then she was saying that it reminds her of a commercial for Bionicle she used to see.
Oh my goodness,
That is
that's
so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and she
Yeah.
never was into Lego or Bionicle or anything back then, but I realized something with that. The Bionicle commercials from back then really stuck with people, some of
They
them.
really
Apparently.
did
Oh,
an
yeah.
astonishing
Oh, yeah.
job with what they were doing.
Oh yeah.
So, with that in mind, I wanted to discuss what we think the best of those commercials were. So the criteria with this, I hope it was clear enough to everyone, because me and Ford debated on it for quite a while.
Yes, we did, and I'm
Mhm.
still somewhat
I remember
mad.
The criteria is that content had to have been used and airing on TV. So, like, The Mari mini movie still counts as a commercial because it was used for TV in commercial form.
Yes.
But, and what Ford tried to do, the Legend does not count because the Legend never saw the light of day outside of the internet.
But I like that one.
So, no singing squid?
Me too.
No, I was seeing Squid ever on TV. I don't think so. No, they wouldn't have put that on TV. That would have ruined
Darn
the
it,
company
there goes
right
my
away.
number one. I'm totally kidding.
Singing Squid. I hope whoever made that was fired.
Also, I couldn't use Prophecy of Heroes either.
Nope.
Which that one's like my favorite of all the webisodes.
We're not doing top 5 webisodes, though. Maybe we'll do that
You know
someday.
the
We'll put
episode
Okay,
of Journey to
for it.
One?
This was
Maybe
actually...
someday.
The episode where...
Okay, you go ahead, sorry.
The episode where Naomoto narrates what happened the year prior. I would have put that in if we had a more open rules about what to put in.
If we just had like, what's your favorite Bionicle video thing?
Also, what didn't count as I discussed
Yes.
this was Mace, was stuff like The Rising, which never saw any portion of it on TV.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. You know, I was thinking about that the other day.
I
That's
would
a
have
very
had that one, too.
unique thing for Bionicle. That's one of the only animations never used in commercials or anything for G1.
There was another one, I believe.
Which one was that?
Retrospective, I think.
Well, Retrospective
That
actually
one.
takes clips that
That
were
one.
used in a bunch of the old commercials.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. 'Cause it was
Yeah, it doesn't count as a video, though.
on TV.
Here.
Yeah, I didn't count it.
But the stuff that it took from, those do count. Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, this was really, really hard for me because I was thinking about it and I went back and watched a lot of the old ones and I was like, oh my goodness, how can I choose
went through
a
and watched the
favorite?
entire video
So-
archive of BMP, one of my favorite places to go.
So
You guys
a
ever
lot of
just
these
go
for
on
me are
BMP?
really, really, really close.
Yes, I do.
I go on BMP for the scans of the comics. In fact,
Oh,
I have
yeah.
them all on my iPad. Haha.
That is cool.
Sweet.
Oh, actually no, all of them except for anything past the first one on Barra Magna, because that one wouldn't load for some reason.
Can you imagine if the servers for
Weird.
BMP ever just go down and then the backups are lost?
Don't
That's
jinx
No.
it!
That would be
I feel like that's doomed to happen to the Bionicle community.
Don't jinx it!
You know Orion,
Okay.
he...
No!
Back it up then. Back
No,
it
no,
up.
no, no, this is a good story.
Me, a
This-
backup by...
So Orion used to
Me, the
have
backup
more
BMP.
Bionicle media on his computer than BMP ever had. He had like everything, literally everything that was ever on the website from 2006 onward, I believe. And then
Did he have
his
gold good guy?
what?
I bet he didn't.
Anyway, but then his sister, I believe, spilled milk on his laptop, and it fried.
Oh.
So he lost all of it, and some.
Don't-
I'm not sure
don't
who else has some of
fry
that
over
stuff.
spilled milk.
Oh my goodness. That sounded like it was the setup for a
Someone
show.
had to say it.
Ooh.
Someone had to
You
say
could
it.
say Orion didn't find it dairy funny.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm just smoking a
I
phosphorus.
apologize,
Ooh.
Orion.
I can't even pretend to be amused.
Do you mean amused?
Oh my goodness.
But I do applaud your wit. So, we're moving on.
Moving
You
on,
applaud
you
my
said?
wit.
No, not yours, Ford.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I think
Anyway.
we better hoof it away from these puns. Moving on.
Yes. Oh well. We should probably start this list.
Ford, you know
that
how
is-
we,
that is wise.
you know
That
how
is
we
very
wanted
wise.
to do that playthrough of Minogue and speedrun someday, Ford? Like,
Sure.
I thought I told you about
Wink,
this.
wink.
Anyway, you know what else would
Don't
be
tell
fun?
them.
What if we did the 2006 Proc Online animations? Because those are hard to win.
No.
Those
I
are really
tried those a
hard.
while ago. I was not
Actually,
able to
no.
get
They're
past
actually very
that
easy.
shoot the mountain
but
one.
there's an exploit
You skip
that.
the game?
No, I
Don't
didn't.
tell anybody.
No, I mean, without skipping. I wonder who could get through all of those first. I wonder,
Me.
I
I
would
wonder how many
totally-
people could get through all of those.
Try and fight that.
You know what?
I would probably lose because I suck.
You know what I don't think I ever went and watched was the Search for the Mask of Light 2005 animations.
Really?
Really?
I don't think I ever watched those.
Me either.
Wow, they're
I don't remember if I watched them or
incredibly
not.
meh.
It's just I don't like 2005.
I haven't.
Neither do I. The story in 2005 just seems so like disjointed across all its media. Like the comics are like, oh,
The comics for 2005
stuff
are like
happens.
all
There's
over
a
the
cave
place.
in, and then like random talking and literally no action. And then there's
And it ends at
the
weird
books,
points.
which is like a completely other story. And then the movie, which is a completely other story.
Hashtag
And then,
only person here who likes
And then the
2005.
Mask of Light animations, which tie into the comics somehow. It's like how does all this stuff?
I mean, the Mask of
together?
Light animations are actually important
But
part
the
of the Bionicle
Titans
story
were cool.
overall that explain how the Mask of Light ever got on Montanui.
True, but this is Lego, and it doesn't fit together. Something's wrong.
Well, Ford,
Doesn't
isn't the
fit
point
together
of
like
Lego
a
is that you fit
should.
it together yourself?
Wait, what?
Isn't the point of Lego you fit it
No.
together yourself?
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
but there's no way. I don't get
Or
it.
any
You
two
can't.
Lego pieces go together if you push hard enough.
Never
No,
say
they
Or with a
don't.
blowtorch.
Have fun
Alright.
getting the blue pin into the axle hole. No, the black pin.
Into the red one.
Don't stop.
I was gonna say, getting a blue pin, you can put it pretty much in any hole. It fits
Stop.
You
in
can't
there.
get it to stick though.
Yeah, you can. Because it has two
Hey,
sides.
what's number
and it sticks
5
in
for
either
Mace?
type
Oh,
of
good
hole.
idea. Mace, what is your number 5?
Number
Your
5.
Number 5.
That would have to be the original little Borak one where the Tannock comes and shoots his Krana onto Tahu's face. I like that one. It really seemed to make the Borak seem like they could actually take on the Toa instead of being disposable little bad guys. And that's my number 5.
So the
That is a
Borak
good one. I should have
commercial.
had that.
The Bo-Rock
Yeah.
commercial with the...
I used that recently. I went over and Klenda was looking for that with me the other day when I was trying to find Tahu getting destroyed by a Borak for his
Yeah.
attack ad.
Oh yeah. I think that was very well received, by the way.
Yeah, it was very well received. That and most comments on any of our videos ever. Most comments we've ever gotten in a week,
Really?
too.
That's pretty impressive.
Nice.
Well,
Well, here's
politics
hoping
is
to
rather
the
a
wink wink
large subject.
Tahu, or I'm sorry, the wink wink Mark Surge attack ad. Wink wink. Written by yours truly. Wink, wink.
Ford, we haven't confirmed anything yet.
We can
Hey,
neither confirm
you
nor
liked
deny
that one.
anything
I did like it.
unless we get permission from the treasury.
Okay, moving on. We have many future projects we don't discuss.
Yes. I apologize. I'm just excited.
Many.
So yeah, the
Speaking of, my number 5 is Toa Metro commercial.
Toa Metro
because-
commercial. I had that on my list too, but it was
I
not
love
number
the-
5.
I do have
I
it
love
on my
the,
list.
The whole like thing where they're like doing all the stuff with the dual purpose weapons and such.
Oh wait,
And
no,
the
I didn't have this
song
one on
is
my
really
list actually.
catchy. The song is really catchy, and it's like they're the full-on like evolution of the Toa builds and such.
See, this one didn't make my list, and here's
That was
why.
the first.
I feel like of all the Bionicle commercials, this one has the least story in it.
That's
And
true.
you wouldn't let me put the legend on here.
It's not a commercial.
Boo.
I
It's just
did not
very-
think to put that
every
on
other
my
commercial,
list, but
and I'll talk about this more as
5
we
can
go
only
through.
hold 5.
Every other commercial has like this overarching plot to it, but with the Metro commercial, it doesn't say much besides here are some new Toa.
No,
You
there
don't even know what
Isn't
they're
that
doing.
all you need?
There was one with a little bit. It had a small plot. I don't even know if it counted
Well, that
as
was
a
it.
plot. The Likan and Iruni commercial.
That was 2005. That wasn't the
And
Metro
that was
commercial.
that was
No,
Norik
I'm saying that.
Yeah.
Kiruni.
I'm sorry. I'm mix up Norik and Likan for some reason.
Anyways, but that's not.
They're
Yeah,
both
that
tall.
one does
They're
have
both
story
tall
in
and
it,
red.
but that's not the one I'm talking about because that's not the one Ford
No, I
was
know it
referencing.
isn't. Though I'm saying that has also rather a small amount of story in it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So I'm saying it's
All right.
not a unique thing to not have too much story. Well, I
All right,
suppose it is,
Klenda.
relatively speaking.
Well, no.
Yes?
Well, I'd still say that one has much more story than the Metro one did, because it's talking about just like their ancient eras. It gives you a place in the timeline and everything at that point, and it gives them a villain. It's just a little bit more.
Wait, it does give them a villain?
I believe so. I
I
don't remember.
didn't think to see that one, so I haven't seen it in long enough to
I
give
did.
a
What do you have for
good
number 5,
answer.
Klenda?
My number 5 was the Nuva commercial.
The Nuva commercial with like the old Technic music.
Yeah, the old Technic music. I just really enjoyed that. really close second was just the mono commercial because it just conveyed so much. And there was
The
something
Nuva
almost
commercial actually
poetical
didn't-
about the way that it was shown.
Mm-hmm. I remember on My
You
Lego
know-
Network they play the old Bionicle commercials.
I just realized something. You know, it's a really shame, a big shame that we can't include this on this list because it's technically not a Bionicle commercial.
But
The Bionicle
What?
game commercial with McTooey.
The one with
actually,
Matt
I think that
Cootie.
would have counted.
Yeah?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was a
I don't-
commercial.
Yeah?
That
it
was
on-
almost
but it's,
my
it's
number
not
5.
for Bionicle, it's for a computer.
It's
playing
for the
Bionicle
Bionicle
on
game
a
too.
computer.
Well, it didn't make this list because I didn't know.
That just shows how
So-
much Bionicle's an
Matt
actual.
Cootie, the Bionic Man.
It shows how much
With
Bionicle's
Matt
actually
Cootie.
like a pop
Wasn't
icon
it
type
$6
thing back
million
then.
Man and Bionic Woman? Not Bionic Man?
No. McTootie.
The Bionic
The
Man.
Bionic Man.
I really need to see a McTootie
What were
mock-up.
they?
It's kinda
What was that like
pissed.
the Intel Duo back then or something?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Intel Duo Core Processor 4 or something like that.
Intel Duo. Those are like low end now. That was
Oh,
like being advertised as a gaming
hey,
PC.
Hey, LQ. LQ.
Yeah.
What's your number 5?
My number 5 is the Fantoka commercial. This was one of the shortest.
That's a nice one.
Now, there are several reasons for this. This is one of the shorter of the overall mini movies too, since the Ignition trilogy started. But within that short time, it gave a really good feel for that whole year. And I remember the hype for Bionicle that year was very high. People were really excited for these sets, regardless of people who later hated them. There was still just general excitement about this year, and this commercial brought a lot of that excitement around. It was just, you saw this cool location. It was the first time, no, it wasn't the first time. Mars the first time we had like a location-based Toa, but it was still something really cool about seeing all the Toa in the air. It just felt so different than what we've got. And I thought it really, I'm repeating myself at this point, it was good commercial.
Yeah.
It did its job well.
Yeah. It almost
Yeah.
made my list.
Oh, plus Gravity Hurts.
Oh.
Ooh, good song.
I'm sorry.
Man, I totally botched
I was
that
having a Dr.
explanation.
Never be sorry.
Now I get this image of Dr. Dinosaur singing For Freedom We Rise. Do not attempt to sing that, please.
Wait. Plot twist. The 2016 Toa are covered in crystals.
And we're back. There we go. Alright. My number 4 is the Vaki commercial.
Oh, I had this
The
one too.
Commercial?
Yeah.
This one is actually
I'm gonna
4.
lie.
This is my number 4 as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's
you wanna,
also because
you
that's
get-
my number 4 as well, and it tied with something else
Oh
for
my goodness.
fourth and third.
Okay, then. So let's all just talk about the Vaki commercial.
This one has one of my favorite
I love the
Bionicle
Vaki.
quotes in it. Surrender or run.
Surrender.
or Run.
See, this is when...
I will quote that in real life situations. I love it so
I
much.
love the Vaki as a concept. For some
The
reason.
Vaki are just
Oh.
fascinating.
Like, I really should, like, rebuild some of them at some point. Because they're such a cool concept. Like, they're just, they're like,
I know. I had the option to
police.
buy one at Brickfair and I didn't, but I bought a Rakshi, so I'm happy.
yeah, I have a whole, a bunch of, what's a good way of saying this? You know those giant 500-piece buckets? Or
Yeah.
tubs or whatever?
Yes.
I got one of
yeah.
those.
I
and
wanna
it
buy
was
one.
full of Vaki parts.
Huh.
Oh, that's
Oh.
awesome.
So I just built a bunch of Vaki, and now I don't remember where those parts went, but I could totally build a bunch of Vaki if I wanted to, as soon as I find the parts.
I want to buy one of those
But,
tubs one
yeah.
day. Just because.
What I also loved about the Vaki commercial was it did a ton of world building in what short time it had. You
Yes.
saw a ton of Metro
And-
News.
Oh, yeah.
And it
was
did this whole thing with,
glorious.
like, I think it did mention in there that the Matoran were disappearing, or, like, there were disappearances
Yes.
across the
Yeah,
across
at the
the
very
city.
end.
No, Matoran not
And then it
disappeared.
showed, like, the Vaki, like, cornering
And
the
then
one
it shows
Matoran,
them going
and she's
through
like,
the different
"Oh,
environments.
no,"
That's
and
what I
then
loved
Khan's like,
about
"Hey,
that
dude,
year, that it
what's
built up
up?"
the environments that they were living in.
Yes.
I loved
Mhm.
I
it.
love that commercial. It's so cool.
It was very, very
Yeah.
well done.
Now-
It's just very like
And I love the fact that it didn't do the whole, now they can blah blah blah, use the function of blah 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 blah.
it's just like
It
when you're
was-
like 7 or 8, like I was at the time.
Only
It's like
the toy can
"Whoa,
restore hope,
they're gonna
but
do
hope
bad
Is
things.
fragile.
Mhm.
It was just masterfully done.
Yes.
A cool little display of the Vaki's
It did-
transforming ability of that year,
Like-
where it goes from 4-legged to
And they're
2-legged.
Transformers, guys.
Seriously.
Mhm.
Actually, my original self-mock could originally transform, so
Nice.
I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I just love the idea of
Myself
them
not
being
can
able to
transform. It can go from 2-leg to 4-leg.
Wow. Mine could transform so it could fly.
Mine can be a tree.
And it had the little 2008 Midax Sky Blasters as the little propeller things.
I'm trying to
Not
set up my
colors. I don't know
self
the
so
word
that it
for
can
it.
be interchangeable colors, so it can either have silver or dark azure. But you know which one I prefer.
Anyway, but,
R.I.P.
guys, was
editor. My
The
condolences.
Metru wave, was that the one there, like, in the different regions, like, between Europe and America, the Vaki and the Metru came out at different times? Like,
Yeah, the Vaki first.
Yeah, I think so. Unless, no, that might have been 2005.
I remember the Vaki came out here first.
Oh no! It was the Metru that came out first, and then the Vaki after. The Metru fought the Morbazak during their 6 months, and then the Vaki came out.
I know, but I think it was different. Like, in Europe, they got the Toa first, and we got the Vaki
I
first,
thought it
or
was
the
in
other way around.
2005. In Europe, they got the Vizsla
But
first.
Vizsla
might have been.
Lord.
I was
I don't-
only 9.
I don't know release date.
I was only 9. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't
believe,
remember.
I'd have to check, like, BSO1 for this. Let me see if I can...
BSO1. Well, while you're doing that, we should go over our number 3s.
Yeah, you guys,
Yay.
someone start with their number 3, and I will...
Okay,
look this
I
up.
will start since I started with the other 2.
Okay.
And my number 3 would have to be Creeps from the Deep.
Creeps from the Deep.
That
That was
Mhm.
so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Oddly enough, it didn't make my
It
list.
didn't make my list either, and I think more that was an overlook on my part more than anything.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah.
It's
So
I mean,
yeah,
it's a really cool video. It showcases
That was-
all the Baraki. It has Kalma's tentacle
Yeah,
getting
but-
cut in half.
It was
Some of them are just
done
weird,
like a
though,
movie,
like-
and it did not need
Yeah,
anything.
some of them are
more
just
than it
weird though.
had.
Like, how does Carpar just not notice the Matoran just kind of sitting there?
Well,
Like, he just
checking
kind of
it forward,
like,
I
swats
think
him out
that's
of the
just
way.
him
For
being a
in-
And then there's
canon.
Elik, who's just like, "Hey, I'm gonna eat this glowing crystal thing."
Ford,
What's
I
that
believe
for?
in canon that this is actually Dekar?
Yes.
Dekar's
Yes.
is his dream, I believe.
His
Really?
Yeah, I believe
I
that's
thought
the
this
canon.
is how he almost became Hydraxan.
no, I think he
No,
became
it's something
Hydraxon
similar happened, but I
on a
believe
sep-
that this commercial is
no,
canon.
Hydraxon was made because the Mask of Life was cracked.
No, the Mask of Life tournament Hydraxon. No, he cracked it.
After
yes.
he touched it.
Yeah, because he wanted to destroy
It was cracked before that, then it turned him into Hydraxon.
Yeah, it wasn't because of the crack though that they turned him into Hydraxon.
I need to
And
reread
didn't
this.
it
Yes.
put a curse on him? Like, I know, like,
Yeah,
only
it
the
cursed him
Destiny
into being
wearers can hold
Hydraxon.
it and not get cursed
Yeah.
by it.
Yeah, but the curse
His
thing
curse
started.
was being Hydraxon.
I don't think he ever actually touched
basically.
it with his hands though. I think he touched it with like blades.
Oh, right.
That's true. That's true. Which
is
would have
what
been
we see him doing in
impossible
the commercial.
underwater. How do you carry a mask with 2 swords underwater without it rushing out of your claws? That'd be hard, unless
I
you
don't
use it
know,
like
man.
chopsticks.
It just doesn't make sense.
But I still like the
Let's
video
see.
anyway.
One of my
The-
favorites. That was my favorite year for commercials.
Okay. Oh no.
Well-
okay. Here it is. Greg Farshey stated that the movie is in fact canon. It is a vision that Kanohi Ignika gave Dekar, so not a dream.
Boo! It actually
That's pretty
happened. Boo!
In complete-
So
the
the
narrator.
Baraki part didn't actually. Was it Mantex he hits? I think it was Mantex.
I don't remember.
But I do remember this one back in the day. I'm just,
Wait,
hold on a
Mantax. Okay, should we just get all of the Chuck Norris Mantax jokes out of the system right now? Because Mantax is the Chuck Norris of Bionicle.
What?
He is. You know, one time,
Where is this
Mantax
from?
took a pair of scissors and just threw them, and they went around the world, and then they came back to him, and he caught them without cutting himself anywhere.
Where the heck is this coming from?
Mantax is the coolest character in Bionicle ever, and everybody can agree with me.
No. Anyway.
Kopaka.
Mantax.
He tacked
Oh,
his
dude.
men.
By the way, the
He's a
Vaki are
man,
Greg Parshey's
and
least
he
favorite
has
character. I couldn't find anything about
taxes.
the ways.
Anyway,
Oh, really?
And
I
this
I
commercial,
thought that Liwa. Okay.
Lewa's not Greg's least favorite character.
Oh, right. He just really dislikes writing the tree speak.
Yes.
yes.
I
Well,
actually
we're
think
at
Greg
the,
liked Lewa.
I believe we're
I
at
think-
the 30-minute mark, so we got to speed things
I
up
think
here.
I just liked all the characters.
So,
Except
my
for
number
the Vaki.
3...
And the Vaki are robots. So they don't count.
my number 3 is
Huh.
really kind of dumb. It's the G2 commercial
I knew it.
for the Skull Villains.
I
'Cause
can't
it's
agree
so
at all.
ridiculous.
Spooky,
Because
scary
it's
skeletons
so
that shivers down your
ridiculous
spine.
and campy, and I love it.
The problem is I cannot see that without thinking of the edited version that some guy made.
I
edited
saw an
version.
edited version too,
Oh
but I
my
forgot
goodness,
about
I
it.
remember that.
Yeah, it had the
With
it had
spooky,
was
scary
edited, had
skeletons.
bits cropped out, had the spooky scary skeleton song in the background,
Oh,
and still had the
it's
guy
just so
talking.
like ridiculous, and I love it. He just puts on the
It
mask
was-
creation. He's like,
You
"Oh,
see-
I'm evil" and stuff. And he just knocks it
I
off
just
like
can't
nothing.
agree. I actually really didn't like that commercial all that much.
I love it. It's so campy.
I would not put it on my top 5 list. I don't even know if I put it on my top 10 list, but it really does have an endearing,
Yes.
amusing factor.
Just can't agree.
So I can understand why it's on your list.
All right, Klenda, what's your number 3?
Well, as I said, then my 4 and 3 tied with one another, so half of it's Vaki, but the other half actually is the Vakshi commercial.
Rakshi, the one with Takanuva? Or he's like
It was actually the one without Takanova.
the one without Takanuva. I don't remember the one without Takanuva. I remember the one where like all the Rakshi go and destroy the ground underneath Takanuva.
That was the one I was looking for, but I found this
that
other
one, where he like
Vakshi
knocks the
commercial
boulder out of the
instead.
way,
And I was
then
like,
he looks
oh my
up
Where
and
is
goodness,
that
this
supposed to
is-
take place? Where is that supposed to take place anyways? I can never figure that out.
it was supposed to take place in
the-
Pterodactyl's lair, I believe.
That looks way cooler than the movie version of Pterodactyl's lair though.
I know, right?
I think that's where it's supposed to be. I don't really know.
I mean, because this version of Pterodactyl's lair, there's like all these carvings all over the walls and all the pillars. That would have been.
Though I
you know,
just thought it
people
was
who
very well
animated the
done. It
commercials
had a
are so much better
minimum-
than people who
Hey.
did the movies.
You know, there's one thing that Pterodactyl's lair doesn't have that I think could really amp it up a bit.
Plasma
You know
screen.
what it is? No.
And, one of the infinity
what?
pool.
No. I think it
Okay.
needs more. I think it needs more ziggurats.
Cow battle.
Moving on. Ford. What the heck? We're gonna. Oh,
Oh.
Klenda,
I forgot what the real
Klenda,
word
you're
even
number
is at
3
this point.
before he starts berating me.
Oh
Quick.
my.
Yes. Run.
Klenda, help me out here.
Nothing more
Hooray.
than feelings. Okay, so I really
what's the
enjoyed this
commercial?
commercial because it used
The
very
Rakshi.
few words. It got the entire
Oh
meaning
yeah,
across.
right. Okay.
Basically, with the visuals, you could see the different powers of the different Vakshi.
That was
You get to
cool.
And
see
one of them
Paimon
flies
bursting through
With his
a
feet
pillar.
on his hands for some reason. I tried to do that
Gets him flying
transformation thing when I
around.
was a kid. It wasn't fun
Actually,
to try
several
to
of
do
them
that.
flies.
It just wasn't. It just wasn't.
I did it all
took
the time,
forever.
and I didn't even
was
know
like,
it was
dude,
a.
Playing
I
with
wanna do
figures as a
that.
kid, and then you're just trying to transform them really quick, like oh, and then they fly away. No, yeah,
Well,
I don't
I
think I
thought you
can put
meant
my
physically
hand.
get
I don't think I
your
can put
own
my
body
feet
into
on
that
my
position.
wrist in real
And
life.
I was like, that isn't that hard.
I did that with my
Wait, that's
Rakshi
not
all
how
the
they
time.
flew around.
In
They
the
had their,
commercial,
I never
legs
even knew
outstretched
that they
in
could
front of
fly.
them, and then they had their arms like at the sides.
I thought at least that's how I saw it. Is they had their hands replaced for their feet. and then they like
think they
use their
just have-
staffs as like jet
No.
propulsion. Let me look at
No.
this.
That is not how that worked.
Well, no wonder it sucks so much for
I
me.
They
don't
were
think
they
it
were
works
shaped like a
quite
pod
like
racer, basically.
Nope, nope,
Boss man
nope,
doesn't
nope.
know
I'm
how
right.
to
I'm right.
close his
I'm right.
Bionicles right,
Guys, I'm right.
He doesn't know.
But-
I am right.
I'm looking through the commercial.
I'm right.
Well,
Look at this.
anyway.
No,
I'm
look at this
sure it
picture.
doesn't
Look at this
work like
picture. I'm
that.
right.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
See his hand.
No, that's not what happens.
But look, if you look closer, that the oh.
That
Yes,
is
he
his
put his hand
foot.
on his arm
That's
though.
not. That's his
No.
foot, not his hand.
No.
Oh,
that
wait,
is his-
oh.
that is his leg.
He put his
That
hand
is
on his arms. You
clearly
can put
his
your
leg.
hands on your
Oh.
arms.
Wait. His
I
arms
am
are
the
just
parts pile master.
That's his
I
leg,
know
so you
that
can
it
see
is
where
his
it
le-
connects
is
to
his
the
Oh,
foot
leg.
it
and
is his
everything.
leg. Well,
Yes.
Well, it appears that LQ
Yes, it
has
is
just
his
had
leg.
a
13
childhood
You
years.
can see it is attached to where his foot goes.
13 years.
realization. 15 years he's put up with it
Revelation.
now.
Oh,
My
wow.
life is a
Oh, well.
lie.
Now he can put up with part 3. Or, number 3 on his list.
Number 3 on my list is the Mystica commercial.
Okay.
That was a nice one.
Ah, that was really good. There's
Same.
so many
The
good
reason
ones that
the
just
Mystica
wouldn't fit on my
commercial
list.
gets on
I really
higher on my
wish
list than the
that I
Fantoka
could've fit
commercial
more on
was
my
just because
list.
it conveyed a lot more story than the Fantoka commercial did. Because this one, like,
Oh, man. I remember seeing the Mystic commercial.
Actually, I totally should have had that on my list.
In the movie
It's
theaters.
beautiful.
it was in the movie theaters?
Really?
Yeah,
You
I
did?
remember, my family
Oh my
went
goodness.
to
That
a
is
movie
awesome.
theater that was actually
Oh my gosh.
closing at that point.
I'm getting
but
heads
its
just
last
thinking about
hurrah
that.
was to show the latest and greatest Star Wars movie, which wasn't actually the greatest Star Wars movie. The Clone Wars movie.
Oh, you
Oh,
saw that
okay.
in
And
theaters.
yeah, I saw it in theaters. And
You're saying
It was-
Star Wars movie
I'm
and
sorry,
they showed
Ford.
a Bionicle
yeah,
commercial?
so I saw it in theaters, and I gotta say, way better than Speed Racer that year.
Does anyone even remember Speed
I forgot
Racer?
about that movie.
No, and I don't want to ever.
I didn't.
Don't want to mention it ever again.
They had Lego
although
sets
the
for
set,
that.
although I did get
They did,
two
they
of the
did.
Lego sets. I got the one with the Mach 5.
Two of,
and
I
the
think
other
there are
one
only
with
two.
the,
Four, I think that
there
was
were, there were
all.
I
four.
think they had,
There
like,
were four.
four.
There were four?
I got the
four.
two. I got the two that came with the 2 cars each. So I had like 4 Speed Racer cars, and they were actually very well built. I really liked them. I think in my stupid childhood haste to forget about Lego and stuff, I took them apart, which is sad. But they were really cool sets. But anyway, I saw the
little
Mystic
large.
commercial in the movie theater. It was really cool.
But
That is so
the
awesome. How was
That's
it seeing it
awesome.
on
That
the
is
big screen?
awesome.
Just as awesome as seeing it on TV. But
How is it seeing of
little
an
bit more
actual
so.
high resolution like we don't have anymore?
Oh, it was actually. I remember it being very blurry though.
I guess, yeah.
Oh,
They were never the
no.
best, but they're
that's
still
so
better than the
sad.
versions we have now, right?
Yeah. Oh
I'm
man.
sure. I'm
Oh,
sure.
you know what's really crazy? At the same time, like after that, they had another commercial for Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince in that
Wow.
movie theater, and it was advertised as coming out in November 2008. But then they moved, like at that same month, they moved the release date up to like July 2009 because they found out that Harry Potter movies were better for summer releases.
I remember there being a large gap between
Yeah.
Order of
yeah.
Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince. Like for a while, my family was like, "Are they
They
going to
showed a
have time to
commercial
finish
for
them
it
all?"
as it was coming out in November 2008. And
I
was
still
like,
haven't actually
"Whoa."
watched that.
You haven't watched it yet, Klenda?
What?
I have.
You
No,
haven't
what
seen
we're
Harry
doing
Potter?
Is we're having what we're doing is having Lena read through the books, and as she finishes each
Oh,
book,
yeah.
then we watch the movie
Oh.
appropriate to
'Cause I
it.
know
and
you
she
read
just
all-
finished.
I remember that
Half-Blood
podcast a while
Prince,
back where Lena
so-
didn't tell us she hadn't finished the story yet,
Right.
and I like
Half-Blood
just
Yeah, she
Prince.
was
Oh,
still
yeah, I
very
remember
horrified
that.
by the
Getting
ending,
a little bit off
though.
topic here.
You managed
Half-Blood
not
Prince
to
is part of
spoil
my
that
favorite.
for her, actually.
I listed off like 10 characters who
you
died.
mentioned it to her.
Oh.
Yeah. but-
Luckily, they all have weird names, so it's hard.
Well then. Anyway, so we need to get to number 2.
Just real quick though, Closer to the Truth is a great final battle close
Yeah.
to the finale song. It's just like so tense building up to
I
it.
don't know why, but I like the one
Mhm.
that was released on, like, for you to pay for better than the one that they used in all that promotional
Is that on
material back then.
BMP?
I don't know.
Because
Probably isn't, but I got mine on iTunes.
You know,
and I really
That's
like that one
awesome.
better because it feels a little bit more driving and a little bit more like
Faber
the
released
feel is
a
bit-
version of that we
bit-
haven't heard before, actually.
Really?
Earlier
Yeah.
this week
oh
with his
yeah,
video.
Faber did. Oh wait, we're not supposed to
Yeah, I
talk about
remember.
that. Shh.
No, we can
Yes,
talk
we'll
about
get shut down too.
But Lego might come and get us, guys. At
Oh
Lego.
yeah,
Hashtag
we
at
hold an
Lego.
illegal copy of that video that Faber put up and then took down.
Hashtag at Lego.
Just kidding,
Yes.
it's not illegal. In case the government does listen to this, no, it's not actually illegal. It's perfectly
Yes.
legal. It was on YouTube. We downloaded it.
Perfectly Lego, guys.
Hail
Fair
down.
I
use.
claim no responsibility.
At Lego Rises.
No, I have from what I got in Biosector 1, because I have all the Bionicle music downloaded on my phone. There's only one version from Closer to the Truth.
Me too.
And 4 of Gravity Hurts. Wonder if it's legal for them to have some of these songs on their sites. Like, move along. I know they sell that song on iTunes.
Yes, they do.
It might not be 100%
I
illegal,
suppose
but
we'll
it
never
is
know.
100%
I suppose I just won't
awesome.
question it so my conscience stays clean.
Yes, don't question it. Do
Well,
not.
I need
Anyway.
to get a ringtone of a Bionicle song. I finally figured out how to get a
So
custom
do I.
music ringtone.
Come on, guys. Let's get to number 2.
Yes,
Oh,
number
yeah,
Okay.
Klenda. I told
Okay.
you I'd help you with your
Number
ringtone last
2.
week, didn't I? And I never did.
You never did, but I figured it out, and I've got a really cool Japanese song as my ringtone now.
I have a Japanese song, too.
Really?
But it doesn't actually have the Japanese languages. It's just composed by a Japanese guy.
That is not a bad Oh, wait, it's the Ace Attorney one.
Yes, it's Objection 2012 version, my favorite
Objection! I'm sorry.
Well, I can have
Alright.
you hear my ringtone later on off podcast, but
All right, Mace.
I enjoyed it a
Okay,
lot.
seriously.
You're number 2.
Number 2.
Okay.
yay.
Number 2 would be the Mari mini movie.
What was that?
That was an awesome movie. I mean, it showed the play functions in a cinematic way. It had Gadunka, who I've always kind of liked, even though he's an ugly slug. It had Motoro riding on a giant shark. I mean, what more could you want?
Oh, the Mari mini movie.
That was
Mace, you're cutting in and out
seriously
terribly. I can
awesome.
hardly hear you.
Yes, the Mari mini movie.
Yes,
Yep,
the Mari mini movie is actually my
ones
number
were
2
just
as well.
So wonderful.
Oh, really?
It's
Yes, I
Uh,
love the Mari mini movie.
Well,
I love the Mari movies.
I hate to spoil you, but that's my number 1.
Oh.
That was also my number 1. Actually.
Yeah.
My number 2.
It was very
my number
close to
2
mine.
was the first half year Glatorian commercial.
Really?
I don't know why. I just
Oh, is that
really
the
like
one
it.
with
It's the one where they're like advertising the
super
fighters.
cool
You know
strap
why
breaks
I-
the ice?
Fight it.
That one.
Yeah.
Beware
Oh
my
my
stinger
gosh,
my
my
list.
siblings and I made so much fun of
and
that.
then
It was
Gresh is
brilliant.
like, "Hey, I'm gonna shoot this thing and then catch it while grind on this vine like
You know
Sonic."
what? Ford, I hated that commercial. You know why? Because that
Why?
entire year of 2009 or 2008, 2008, no, 2009,
2009.
2009, yeah.
2009.
I could not stand Gresh at all. I hated Gresh the Burning
Oh, come
Pleasure.
on!
Gresh is
Skull
basically,
shit his blade,
the-
man.
you see, because they were advertising him so much, and the promotion stuff is like this rookie guy. And if you know me, I hate the underdog rookie characters, which I continue with Hero Factory, and I hated that too.
But Rock is cool,
I
man.
not Rocka, Furno
He's
was.
gold.
Gresh is pretty much Furno in Bionicle.
Furno's cool,
But better.
man.
I would use a word other than cool because
Bulk.
his element is fire, but that would make it sound really weird.
Bulk
But
was
he
the
had
best.
an underwater.
Bulk
was
in Breakout,
the best.
Furno was the underwater set. His element isn't fire.
Oh, it works.
That's
That's okay.
Well, they don't really have elements. They have like weapons of choice based around something or other.
I'm pretty sure his red element isn't
Yeah.
because fire.
Hey, Stringer.
It's supposed to be a
was-
fire truck.
Hey,
Stringer's
and-
element
and
was
Stringer-
Sonic's, if you're going by that.
Stringer-
Furno,
breaks the
Toa of
gender
fire
mold.
trucks.
Oh,
Wow.
and by the way, I just want to put this out there. Hashtag Field Surge.
Oh my.
Not that I agree with it, but I just want to put that out there for people who are listening.
I cannot confirm nor deny anything until it is approved by the spokesman
Corporate.
and the treasury.
What was I going to say? And before.
Mission
yeah,
Impossible
I didn't like the
runs.
Gatorian
Something about Phono's fire.
Another issue I had with the Gatorian one, just like why many of the other ones didn't make it, was just because it didn't have much story in it at all,
Yeah, but like.
or
I
world
thought
building.
it was
honestly,
cool. I thought it was cool.
the location of the
Aesthetically
commercial.
speaking, I
weren't really
thought
stuff we
Gresh
saw.
was really cool.
I hated Gresh so much. Gresh is like my least favorite Bionicle character
well,
of all
like,
time.
Wasn't Malum in it?
Aesthetically-
he was all, like,
speaking-
doing like putt shots, man.
Aesthetically speaking, Gresh looked
Aesthetically, he's fine, I guess,
very cool. He's cool.
I
but
thought
I just
Malum
can't
was
stand
cool,
him.
but I never got that set.
Oh my god.
Melon was short, very short.
Yeah, but he's cool.
Oh,
He's like a
yes, yes,
berserker,
I
man.
actually
He's
had
like
a
the
Malum.
tiny, like dwarf
He is
berserker
tiny.
dude.
Yeah, his
All right,
his
we gotta
fingers
keep going, guys. We're
literally
running out of
touch
time.
the ground.
All right,
Oh yes, yes.
Klenda, your number 2 was.
My number 2 was the 2006 Move Along commercial. I don't care if it wasn't on TV.
All right, we'll talk about that more in a bit. Let's move on to me, I guess. I
As
already
Mason.
said. You'll see why
You said it
I
was the
had you
Mari
saved
commercial?
to talk
Okay.
about it. Yes, the Mari
so-
commercial.
Mace, your number 1.
Oh yes, I am. But let's see. My favorite one was the Inika commercial where they stormed the Paraka stronghold and they're blowing up the
yeah.
gate.
Yep,
I
that
did
was my
everything.
number 1 as well. That's why
And
we
it's
saved it for now.
alive. That
Well,
one
That was
was
my
my
favorite.
number 1. My number 1 was the Mari commercial.
Yep.
My number
The
1 was
Nika
also the
trilogy
Mari
had the best
commercial.
commercials of all of Bionicle. Just 2007 to 2008. 2006
That-
2008.
Yeah.
2006,
Yeah.
2008 really was them. That was them hitting their stride. That was what it was supposed to be. It was glorious, truly.
Oh yeah.
But what I love about the Nika commercial itself was just how the announcer puts the toys in it. He's like, you may look like a hero, you may feel like a hero, you may have, and then he like just lists all the gimmicks.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a
But
little
yes,
bit
every
sharp-jumpy.
single
I
one.
love how he actually fit that like into it.
Yeah, it was a
it's,
little
in a way
bit
very
goofy,
cheesy, but
But
It was
It's-
cheesy, but we love it.
but I also love how like they had the
Yeah.
line in there. It's not what you do. I mean, it's not what you got. It's not what you do that makes you a hero. It's how much money you spend on sets.
Well, you're
Like a
hero for
mozzarella
supporting
stick, it was
team.
cheesy but oh so
Thanks,
good.
little dude.
Anyway,
You're buying
but
sets.
it's not what you've got. It's what you do that makes you a hero. It's just there's so much like thematic element to that commercial. It's so great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like the Mari
I
commercial.
mean, for the Mari
for
commercial
several
is
reasons.
great still too.
Yeah, I like the Nike
Oh,
commercial.
yes.
It's just
Oh,
it didn't
yes.
really make my list because I don't know. It's just
Are you one of
Yeah,
those people that doesn't like chain link fences, Ford?
no.
I
I saw
love
it on
chain link
TV a
fences.
lot.
Though I
and
think,
that's-
fences?
though I think chain link
It really
fences
drew
only
me in.
benefit if you add an electric element to them.
I think it might have been electrified, but who knows? 'Cause they cut through them.
Who knows? They were like, "Hey, let's use
And
an
they all-
electrified
they'll be-
sword to cut through this
Yeah,
fence."
the
Doesn't
Inika all
Inika, like,
lightning.
all
that
so
always
they're all
works.
lightning.
Yeah,
Let's
I don't
use
think
the-
electricity affected
Let's
the
use the
Nika.
electrified swords, the lightning swords, to cut through this metal fence. Because that totally makes
The
sense.
Toa literally have a second element that year. They all have lightning powers for whatever
yes,
reason.
they all had the lightning element. Because they were supercharged.
So an
by the Red
electrified
Star.
fence is not gonna stop them.
Then they became more boring with the. I mean, I don't like the Mari sets. The sets are great, but I mean, as
I
like
always wish I
power,
could have gotten the Mari sets. Or even the Toa Nuva from 2008, but that's beside the point.
the power set
I
for
really
the Mari that
like
wasn't as great.
I really like the Toa Mari commercial.
I mean, it is
I
really.
love
for,
the
for
Tamari
several
commercials,
reasons.
and
One,
the problem is
whole like
it makes
story
me really
significance. Two, the locales. Three, how they incorporate like all the sets from
Mhm.
both the system,
I
they
mean-
do.
the system
Including the
aspect
brick
to the,
build.
And they don't
to the
have
construction
any
aspect together,
advertiser
and then
speaking over
and then
it.
even better.
It's just you're
even
watching it
better,
play
On the
out.
TV version, they did Klenda.
even the best part about it at the time, it might be weird, but my mom was getting into Christopher Daughtry, and his
Chris
No
Daughtry?
idea who that is.
Chris Daughtry, the guy who wrote Crash, and so then
and I crashed
Oh,
into
that's
you.
I forgot he's actually a guy.
I'm
Yeah.
up in Wait, you forgot that guy was a male?
No, I didn't forget that I didn't forget
So, yeah,
his gender.
we
I
almost
forgot
got
that he was a
into
real
songs.
person.
and then I kind of got into it.
He is.
I'm not a huge fan of him nowadays. I haven't listened to any of his current stuff, but
I have not listened to any of
Call
his stuff
me Leaf.
except Crash, nor do I want to.
a lot of his music.
I think
is
I've
really
heard
good.
one or two more of him.
So
That's awesome.
That's another reason why I like his stuff, because he's actually a really good singer.
Yeah,
That's
story-wise,
awesome.
the Fantoka probably had the best story commercial, just because that was like a movie trailer almost.
A lot of his stuff from
no,
Yeah.
I think the
area
Mari. I think the Mari got it
was-
better.
Okay,
And it had
the thing
the- oh,
is,
that's
2000
When is
another
someone
thing I
going to
really
turn
like
this
about the
into a
Mari
movie?
commercial. It had the
All right, one at a
best-
time, one at a
all
time, one
like
at a
a
time.
movie.
Hang on, the Mario had the best quotes though.
Yeah, it
For
did.
example,
It did. The Mar-
I got the mask. That mask is mine.
I mean,
Holy gadunka!
props to the voice actors in that commercial. They were really good.
Except for Hallie,
Yeah.
she was terrible.
Well, I think
Oh
it
You
was.
wanna know
my
why she was
goodness.
terrible? Because she wasn't a she.
It was
I'm pretty
not
sure that-
No, it's
noticeable,
because
it was
it's
fine.
because she had lime green joints. That's why.
No, it's because she wasn't a she.
But overall,
Did
I
you
wanted
know
to
Both
touch.
reasons.
Did anyone not say their number one yet?
I just did.
No, I said mine.
All right, then I think we already. But
I
then
said mine.
This just wanted to bring this into my, what do I call it? Just discussion of overall how Bionicle is able to convey story through commercials so well, in G1 especially.
Yeah.
Because you notice how much when you saw these commercials as a kid, you learned everything you need to know about the story for that year, actually.
Yeah, seriously.
Not all the time.
You saw
I mean,
enough of it to tantalize
Everything you need to know,
Yeah.
not everything you could want to know, though.
Because
but
I-
everything
It
that's-
made you
need
want to know more, in my opinion.
I mean, back then I wasn't extremely into the story, but because of the bits they gave me, you'd always use that as like the starting point for your story. You'd know the basic theme of the year through that, who the villains are, what the location was, and not just like fighting
You
the
got
guys
to
or anything.
you got to make it up on your own if you didn't know what was really
Yeah,
going on. And
but it's
that's
not-
one thing I really liked.
I mean, I'm not to just bash G2 because I know Ford hates that, but G2 more had just fight the villains in it. Well,
Yeah.
these other ones, they gave you a bit
I
more than
think
fight the
one
villains.
thing is though, like the G1 commercials, they didn't just make one for every half year.
Yeah.
They made at least like
There's like three.
three. They
There's-
made at least three.
You had
that
your,
was their,
almost like
their,
your short,
their
medium,
limit.
and long commercials for each of them.
With G2, they only got one commercial for each half year. Each.
Yeah.
Too spooky
And
for
that,
me.
oh man.
Plus, G2's commercials, they didn't have a cinematic element to them either.
Except
Yeah,
the
they were
Skull
more
commercial,
commercial than
because that's
movie.
silly and I love it.
Well, it
They
silly doesn't mean
tried a little
cinematic.
bit to be cinematic in some ways, but
Yeah.
it was still blatantly
It was
a toy
definitely-
You could
commercial.
you could tell.
I think they were getting there in the Umurak video. They were getting there, but
Here's the
in
thing.
a couple more ways.
It's just you could tell how much the budget was.
The
Yeah.
thing is,
Not
there
just
was-
that,
you
though.
could
It's not
see the
over-
difference
Tell how much
between
the budget
being
was going
pretty
to,
cool
yeah.
and being artistic and being
Yeah.
art.
I mean,
I
it's not
especially
just
like
the
Commercials
budget
that
in
we've
this
just
case,
gone
but-
over are art.
Okay.
Yeah, I especially like how in one of them in the Masters commercial, Lost was just kind of like holding up the mask of creation, like, "Yeah, we got it. We're the bad dudes. Yeah, come after us and stuff."
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was cool.
I mean, it's still...
Yeah, my favorite of them was the spooky, scary skeleton one
It made my
because
list.
you know, yes.
But,
It's just
I
so
mean,
good.
you can still like those and everything, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but they still... I feel like in G1's commercials, well, G2 was trying to sell the sets. G1 was selling more than the sets. I feel like they're selling the story along with the sets in their commercials. You know?
I'm just
Yeah.
I hate to derail the conversation here, but I'm of the mindset where Lego gave the team like such a small budget that they
I think
really
we've
had to
discussed
decide
this a
like
lot.
what do we
have discussed
like what do we
this
focus
quite a
on?
bit.
Like what should we like what field should we focus on? Should we focus on mainly advertising? Should we focus on mainly story, or should we focus on mainly sets? So then they I think they kind of went to look at what the fan base was doing at the time to see what they really need to focus in on. So I will ask a question. What do you think you prize more from G1? Like, what do you think is better for you to have to cherish?
For G1?
Yeah.
The story.
Well, everything.
Well, okay.
Okay, the
Hey, let me
problem is that
rephrase the
I-
question. Let me rephrase the
Okay.
question.
Okay.
What is the most prized thing on the internet relating to Bionicle?
Oh, pricing on the internet relating to
My
Bionicle,
accelerator
the
Dino.
Monog.
Oh my god, just say sets already.
I
Just say
did.
sets
Accelerator
and exclusive
T9.
pieces. Think,
Ex-
totally Con Ortega. He's a collector. People like to collect things. They like the
Oh, yeah.
collecting
I
aspect.
collect.
I wouldn't
why
have
don't
gone
we
back
focus
and
most
bought
of our-
these sets.
Why don't we allocate a lot of our budget to sets? Because we know people are going to really want the sets. So they put their
The sets
all
were
into
very
the
well
sets,
designed.
and maybe not so much into the story, and definitely, like, advertising was, like, the least of their worries at that point. So-
I'm not sure that's how
Advertising
the
was
money
zero.
distribution works myself, because I think they
I'm
have
not
so much
sure
a
that's
budget
how
for
it works,
each
but
area.
that's my thought process.
I mean,
that's my
that's just a
general
theory.
thought
That's what
process.
it feels like, right?
And I have a feeling like, even with the money they were given, even if they were giving like all the money in the world, they had like unlimited say over what they could do. I don't think any of them would have been pleased with the notion of a series of 90-minute commercials for
90-minute?
for or a 90-second commercials.
I love that.
90-minute
90 seconds.
commercials.
I meant 90 seconds. I wish we'd got 90 minutes.
That's like movie
Oh, yeah.
length, so if you
Yes.
say the movie.
Here's how I would have
But
redoing the G2 commercials could be an entire episode on its own, but here's a few things I would have redone with them. First, take the kids' hands out of all of them. I don't want to see kids' hands in my commercials
yeah.
for
they were
Bionicle.
in the Bionicle G1 commercials all the time.
Not that much. Not on
Not
any of the ones
really,
in my
they were.
list.
Like in all the ones that I mentioned as my top ones, except possibly.
Okay,
no,
here's
wait,
how they could've made it up.
2006 did have kids' hands.
They were in one of the Nike commercials.
Ford, you know what they should have done?
What should they have done?
Okay, so on the Skeletons commercial, it's like the Toe are fighting the undead army. But the
They're not
Lord
undead.
of Skull... No, not Lord of Skull, but the Skull
Culta,
Grinder
Skull
has...
Grinder.
Skull Grinder has obtained
I'm
the
sorry.
Mask of Creation. And then, all of a sudden, just Skull Basher comes out and yells, "Hey! You can build the Skull Grinder!"
No, you gotta do the Lego City thing. Hey!
That's what I did!
You gotta say it right.
Hey!
They don't do that anymore, do they?
I don't think they do.
Darn.
Nah, not
Now
anymore.
the heroes must unlock the power of the golden masks. I don't know.
And awaken the
Each
Mask
set
Maker
separately.
to help them defeat the Skull Grinder.
But also, the G2 commercials were also, in the part where it was actually anime, were a lot faster paced to the point you didn't really
Wait.
get a feel for the world.
Wait. Awaken the Mask Maker. Live the legend.
Free the
Live
band.
the legend.
Ask your parents to go online
Each
to
set sold
Bionicle.com.
separately.
Did they say go to Bionicle.com on the G2 commercials?
Each set sold
Not
separately.
on the
I was so happy when you heard him say that. I like him saying each set sold separately.
Yeah, that's
I
has
always like
to
to
be
each
part of
set
it.
sold separately. Ask your parents' permission before going online. For a while, I
I
was
feel
able
like there's
to
still
say
so
that
much to talk
really,
about with
really
commercials
fast.
that
I
we can't
say
fit in
fast
here.
Anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
This was
Does anyone remember the
nostalgic
very
trip,
rare
so-
Rahi 2001 commercials?
I
That
know,
was
I
the
never
very-
saw
I
it.
think
I
that's
saw
the
it on
very
my Lego
first
Network.
one. I think that's the very
You
first
know-
one where they said each set sold separately. And they
Bionicle,
also included
in and
batteries
of
not
itself,
included.
Like, say what you want about G1 or G2 and their faults or their praises or whatever. They're both very creative. On the other hand, the quote unquote new Death Star.
Oh,
is the
we don't
most
have any time to get
uncreative
into
thing
this.
ever. I just
Was it
wanna
a
put that out there
$200
right
price
now.
increase? Was I right
Worst
about that?
UCS year ever on the history of Lego ever.
It's
I mean,
around
the Disney
95%
Pass looks
similar.
way more
95.
worth the price to me at this point. Because the new Death Star is $500, and like the Disney Castle's the same size.
I have nothing to contribute to this conversation.
It's $500.
How much was it before? Was it 400 or 300 before?
It was 400 and had like 200 less pieces.
Yeah.
And $500.
50 cents a piece for everyone they added?
I'm pretty sure $500 is the cost of the UCS Millennium Falcon at its release, and that's
Oh yes,
That was
at
like
least
the best Lego set
1,000
ever.
parts
size.
more than this.
Can we
Yeah, the
re-release
two
the
scale
UCS and the Lego
Millennium
Millennium Falcon, but for cheaper? I
Nah,
want
they're
that
gonna
set.
release it like They're gonna release it at $1,000. Mark
That
my
was
words.
such
It's
a
gonna be
cool
$1,000.
set. That was like the best Lego set ever.
It's also the
I
largest
actually
and most
saw that
expensive
in
set
the
ever.
Lego store.
Until
It
now!
was amazing.
Oh yeah. Well, it's still the largest, isn't it?
It is the largest, but it's not
I mean,
the
the
most
Death Star was
expensive
always at the
anymore.
point where that was like just the thing that adults bought in their midlife crisis just because no one could justify the price already. You
Yeah.
know? Now it's totally... No
Better than
kid
a
is
hot
ever going to
rod.
get this. Because it's not...
It's
I
true,
would
but no
rather
kid-
the
It's
It's
Imperial
not
Star
cost
Destroyer.
effective.
You can
not
get so
cost
many better sets. Bigger and better sets for that price.
I will say though, there's two upsides to this set. Two very tiny, very small upsides to the set, in my opinion. One, Han's new hairpiece. I kind of like it.
It's also new face print, isn't it?
I haven't seen
No,
it.
I think that's been there. But the new hairpiece, I kind of like it.
It's nice. I'm not sure I like it for Han.
It looks
though.
very New Hope. Two, that blue Imperial astromech droid is the best.
Didn't they have a blue one already?
That is cool.
No,
Okay.
they actually no. They
Not
had
like
one.
that.
They had one
don't
with Jack 14's whatever thing with the Ithorian Jedi Master and the Holocrons and Yoda Chronicles and stuff. But that had like some weird like shade of like sand green or whatever in it. And I didn't really like it.
I thought there was a
This
blue droid
one's
with like a transparent
perfect!
head for some reason.
Wait, what's up?
I thought there was like a blue astromech droid with a transparent head. In some
No,
set.
no. This is it.
Oh, this does have a transparent head?
Yes, and
And
it's
how
blue.
have I seen it before? If I didn't
I
look
don't
closely
know.
at the minifigures.
I don't know, but I love it, and that's one of the
My
two upsides to
clairvoyant?
this clearly overpriced and not worth it set. Just saying.
Alright, well, there's still plenty of stuff I want to talk about, both the Death Star and commercials, but you people already yelled at us for going on too
Yeah.
long, so that's all the time we have today.
I want to get my thoughts out, guys.
If you have an email, thought, or question, well,
I was
that's
about
not
to
the right
ask
way to
about
phrase
that,
it, but email us at bioniclecomedicentral@gmail.com.
Yay!
Thank you for joining us. Please
Yay.
like, comment, and share the video with your friends and family and everyone.
And watch Gallagher reviews,
And
guys.
family.
Go, yes, Ford wants you to watch
Seriously.
Galador reviews.
they're really
Check
great.
out our other videos. I released a comedy video this week. You guys have been asking for that. It's not been
Yay.
easy to get that stuff out. Not that I have not been working on it every single day. But
We do our best, guys.
Blah, ha, ha.
for Ford,
Yeah,
Klenda,
that's
Mace, and myself, LQ, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye.